Hi, welcome back to another spicy episode of Spit or Swallow with your favorite host, Hausa Chocolate. Thank you for the likes, for subscribing, for the shares, for following, for the DMs. Um, Always good to have you here. Today with me we have a very special guest, Anny Roberts. Let me allow you to introduce yourself before I start to say things as you drag me for a post production.
Okay,
Welcome, Annie. Thank you for being on the podcast.
welcome. Happy to be here. I'm Anny Roberts and I'm an artist. I think that's about it.
That's why I don't want to box myself to photographer or to visual
Obvious,
creator or to this.
obviously,
Like I'm an artist.
obviously.
True, should I check those the spicy pin post? I don't think I would have removed it by the time this episode comes out. The spin post, the same is saying spin, the pin post on my profile. I need to them. I don't even think maybe only one or two other photographers have shot me.
Yeah.
I'd rather steal and get money to afford to afford Annie than to just allow any rando shoot me. Only the best, only the
Oh
best.
boy. Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to be
Yes.
here.
So today we're talking about I want to get things from a male perspective because I do a lot of education, sharing from, my position as a woman and then obviously people's experiences, research and studies. And then there are just sometimes when people feel like you cannot just understand things as a man will tell you, how it goes. We can only tell you what we've seen our brothers or cousins or friends do. But I just want to get your perspective on like your journey into like sex and sexuality coming into your own
Mhm.
because I've said it on so many episodes, so many men especially in Nigeria, they always say that, oh, the first time they had sex was an older woman or an older one neighbor or one cousin or something. So
Yeah.
how your journey you into discovering yourself and being comfortable enough with your sexuality. I know that generally, I mean, even coming on podcasts, a lot of people are always dodging me. I can't be on a sex podcast, too, but these are important conversations that we need to have.
Yeah.
And you never know how like your story helps the upcoming or liberates like people that listen. So take the floor, Sensei.
Um, I don't know who told you I have sex.
I'm
I
dead.
am born again and I
Mm-hmm.
am celebrate keeping myself for marriage.
Marriage. I love that for you.
Um, yeah, just feel the Holy Ghost and just praying.
Holy Ghost, no date. I'm joking.
Hi, mom.
I'll do the lad. JK, please. I
um,
beg.
oh my god. Yeah. Um, beginning of beginning of the sexual journey. Is that what you say?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um,
Even tiny things like discovering yourself, like was it one of those ones where maybe like secondary school you saw boys watching porn? Because I know a lot of times many boys learn from like
yeah,
each other.
yeah.
But I want to assume, did you get like any sex education from
No,
like
no,
exactly?
there was no sex education.
Mm-hmm.
There was no sex. I think everything about sex I discovered on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just I'm the eldest. I have a junior brother. It's just two of us in the house. So, um, my parents were not going to ever say talk anything about sex.
Mm-hmm.
They're both pastors, so
Oh wow.
that's
I
never
did
going
the
to
perfect Omo pastor.
that's never going to
Sex
happen.
from an Omo pastor's perspective.
Yeah.
Did you ever jump fence for sex?
So yeah, I never had sex till I was a salary earning man.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah, I never. I was fully grown,
Mm-hmm.
and so I think it's definitely protection from and discipline from home.
Mm-hmm.
That couldn't happen at home. I
Mm-hmm.
can't even see any scenario where that happened. We're
Mm-hmm.
always at home.
Yeah.
No, not that all the children that had sex weren't at home also, but I think I was not as devious as to start finding ways and
Creative ways
way
to
exactly
navigate
to
that.
navigate
But then,
that.
but sex is one thing. I mean, even just like what of kissing, making
No,
out, all of this,
nothing. Yeah,
masturbation, uncle.
no.
Whoa,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So kissing, I think I probably had I kissed someone as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But that was that one off thing. I don't think I kissed anybody else until I was a full grown adult.
Oh.
Yeah, so
So you were waiting for marriage and all of
yeah,
that?
I even have my I had one declaration from one of those boys clubs where yeah, writes that you're going to keep yourself and do all that until marriage and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
had one of those. So it was that kind of upbringing where
Yeah.
um it's expected you don't do anything until marriage.
Marriage.
My mother didn't even know. I mean, I didn't. Most likely, she knew or she had an idea, but I didn't tell her. I think she confronted me just last year.
That was that you're
If I
having
was as
sex. I'm dead.
yeah, as a
At your
30,
big age of
30
30 waiting.
something.
I'm screaming. I'm dead.
Yeah,
Wow,
so
so they didn't even do the if you're having sex, use protection. It was
no,
just you
yeah,
must wait till
just
you're married.
yeah, just
Do you think
that,
your mother is enjoying her sex life?
bruh, not my mother. Not my mother, but please. I don't know. I don't know what's happening on
And
that
nigga said, that
front.
ain't my problem. I
That
don't want
was
to
my
see it. I don't
problem.
want to picture it.
I don't. I can't even
But
think
shout out
about
to all
it.
the mothers that are not enjoying their sex life. My heart goes out to you. Please, I'm going to do some stuff for the middle aged women because you cannot just give up on sex just because your husband is not hitting it right. I'm not saying you should cheat too, but we'll get to you. Back to you. Did you have any sexual feelings or were you suppressing anything or you just
I just felt like, first of all, I think also with the school situation, it was just like a.
mini prison?
I'm just happy I could be here. Even my parents are striving to put me in this school. I beg, and let me just not fuck anything up.
Focus up,
Let me just
yeah.
don't go out. That was how I basically passed through that school.
Mm-hmm.
With everything, me not trying to enter trouble, me not trying to do anything outside of normal. I just behaved myself till the end. Like I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even go for parties. I didn't go to
You for
club.
party?
I didn't go for club. I didn't do
Oh,
it. Yeah,
wow.
like I spent my first year
When
in
I met you, were
school.
you still there?
No, I was out now.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I was
fair
out.
enough. Cause
Yeah, I was
yeah,
out already. Yeah, we
we
went
don't
for
for be
parties. Now.
biased by that
Yeah,
time around.
so that's what I'm saying now. I was already a full grown
Yeah, I
adult
don't.
before I started anything at
Yeah,
all. So
interesting.
yeah, first sexual experience, definitely, me trying to see what it's about. Social media. I don't think I'll have sex aside social media because I'm not. What do I call it now?
You don't be toasting
I don't
babes.
be toasting babes.
Wow,
Yeah, I don't be toasting babes. Like
in
walk,
public,
oh yeah, walk up to
I
someone
be
and,
giving lines and say
and giving
hi to
lines and
niggas,
yeah, all
nigga.
that this thing that can lead to even something like
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. I don't know how. I don't have game like that.
you just
In
don't got
that
it like
I don't
that.
got it like that. I got it like that. I'm so fucking embarrassed. Even of
Really?
people, just even my guys walking up to, I'm cringing already. Like, bro. Yeah,
Wow.
that kind of
Yeah.
thing. So I already, even till now, I don't think it's gone. Like if my guy starts walking up, I just start walking the other way because man, I'm
You
not
don't
there
want
when they
to
get.
see. Damn,
I,
I guess, but I guess that's what's missing because you didn't do
I
it when old
I didn't
young
do
boys
this
were
when
doing
so
chopping a lot, trying to
yeah,
chop grind. So
exactly.
those ones they've built their
They build their
resilience
resist
and
their
stuff.
sins,
Yeah,
in school, doing
yeah.
all that back and forth. But so I built my relationship with women like in the friend zone.
Mm.
Yeah, and most of my information already was built from the
Your yans
stupidity of
of
women, of
other men.
men. Do you understand
So
everything? So
you got like backdoor information
I've
and
just
not
been
been
getting
saving
by. I'm
everything.
like, man, I don't want to be one of these people. So you understand
Yeah,
that kind of
yeah.
thing. So that kept me at bay, from. So I
Getting in
always
trouble and stuff.
did better with just chatting with someone. I could think up responses. And it led me into,
And so you have game. It's just not the slimy
it's
nigga
not
type
just it's
of
like
that type of
yeah,
game.
no, it's
Yeah,
not
it's
that
just
kind of.
more of
It's just better,
just
I do it properly, and I want to know that the person also is feeling me. If not,
he's
I
feeling
drop it.
you.
Also,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
good.
yeah,
That's
that kind
actually
of
good.
thing. So,
But your babes, don't babes approach you? I mean, now with your
um,
based on your profession, because people
yeah,
always say like photographers, for instance,
yeah,
they be fucking all the bodies and so maybe not all, but
yeah,
like, but I mean to be honest, obviously we've
yeah,
shot together, so you're not
yeah,
even the type of creepy guy that like
yeah.
even if babes are naked in front of you, it's just work,
It's
so
just
you're
it's
not
so
even
much work.
yeah. But
It's so
still,
much
have
work.
there been any relationship that you have harnessed like in that space?
Definitely. I think like talent. Uh, bruise some type of attraction, definitely,
Mm-hmm.
So I will definitely say that it helps to be this amazing person that does this amazing thing, this thing. If there's some form of attraction physically, I don't know, but yeah, definitely a couple of things have,
That's what
brewed
I'm
from the
asking.
point.
I'm not talking about
What's
talent.
that?
Which one talent?
Well,
Have you consummated a relationship with anybody that you've worked with? Like, have you
oh,
guys
so
post working?
I
Have
either,
they moved to you as per the babes, or
definitely some babes have moved to me.
but you gave them a lot, or you child one or two?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
You said I'm,
This shit don't be funny on your laugh
I'm
every day.
screaming. You kill me. And then is it true that babes, they when they don't want to pay for a shoot that they over yash?
Yeah, no.
Is that
So
thing
no,
true?
I think I position myself
In a
in
way
a
that
very serious manner.
yeah.
Yeah, even you know.
I know. This is why I
I,
don't I'll beg. I don't just send you invoice like
I,
please, this is my dumb account. We're not paying get out. I'm bruh.
I position myself in a
What's a
very
bastard?
serious manner that it's very hard for anybody to say that. So nobody, I'm going to shout out to all the girls. Nobody has
Successfully paid
said
for
anything.
Yash.
Yeah,
Use
you know,
Yash to pay for
it's
fruits.
always, and I'm fine. I do my process is done this way. It's it's most likely we do something
Together or
together.
collaboration
No,
or
we know
something.
most likely we do something physically,
Mm.
like sexually,
Mm-hmm.
before I think of doing anything with you, muse wise or
Professionally. Oh, okay.
you understand, or
Mm-hmm.
you want to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Let that be done with. Let that not be a prerequisite. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Let's say that
yeah.
we met and we wanted to
Do
have
stuff,
sex. Do you
yeah.
understand? Do stuff
So you
together.
just don't join both of
I
them
don't join
together.
both of them
Yeah.
together. If we start from um me you paying fee me for a shoot or you being a muse for me, it's most likely never going to happen
Yeah.
because
You
I
already
don't know
put
how to
them in
go.
that
I
work.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to move
Cross that line,
from
yeah.
there. Do you understand? Unless something happens, we meet outside or whatever it is, and a
You
spark
know,
goes
yeah, the
from there.
spark,
And
yeah.
yeah, that's
Which is
different.
good, which is a good way to work
Yeah, which is a
because
good way to work.
I've been
Yeah,
hearing that some people before carrying camera just because they want to be shooting naked babes and stuff.
happens.
And
I don't know how they do it.
that's actually
It
crazy.
does not reckon to me the same way. I can't.
Yeah.
Once I carry a camera, I
I mean, we can even see your artistic process. Like
yeah.
you take it seriously. Like this is like, bro, this is my job.
This
This is
is
my work. I'm not here
my
to play. I'm not here for games.
I am for
I'm not.
games.
And to be honest, you're not even like the other creatives that are just jumping up and down saying, "I want to do this. I want to do this." And it's like, this is my business. Sign this one. Oh yeah, this is the time. Do this. Do this. Shoot.
Yeah,
Shoot.
yeah.
Choose your picture and get out.
It's a fucking business. It's a fucking business. I don't
Yeah.
play. I can't be playing with my money.
Yeah, it's how my granny used to say, don't trade 5 minutes of
Ye-
enjoyment for a
For
lifetime
your
of
life,
sorrow or stuff and everything.
that kind of
I mean,
thing.
although those things were done to be discouraging us from enjoying
Yeah, no,
ourselves,
and
but for me, when I think of it in terms of pregnancy, because a lot of times is that
I
pregnancy
see.
fear. You go
Yeah,
and romance now, next thing you carry belly, and then
the,
the result of your playing is going to
yeah,
follow you
going
for the
for
rest of
you.
your
Yeah,
days and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So yeah, I definitely know what you mean in terms of not
Mm-hmm.
fucking up. And many men have actually lost their jobs just because they couldn't keep it in their pants. You know, you have
So
people that are following all the women in their offices, the young babes, moving to people and stuff. And it's
yeah,
like this is where we talk about safety and consent. It's not there's certain professions and careers. So like even in sex therapy, apparently well for ASEX, so ASEX is the American board for certified
okay.
sex therapists, and you cannot have any sexual relations with your clients for life. As an educator, as long as they're no longer your students and you guys your relationship is done. But if you're a sex therapist, because people are very when it
Oh,
comes to sex and everything, people are already like
yeah.
you people are
Somebody's
perverts, shades because you like sex, they're doing this. So
yeah
the ethics and the laws
is
they're so stringent that
strong.
they're like, as long as somebody has been your client, 20 years later, you're not allowed to fuck them.
I
If
see.
somebody knows and they report you, or if they report you, you can actually lose your license. Like,
Oh,
is that crazy? Is that crazy? I'm sure
yeah.
some people have found ways around it,
No,
you get, yeah,
yeah,
but still,
yeah.
that's actually the rule. Like, you can't do that, you know. But some people don't. I mean, to be honest, it's not a lot of people. I've noticed, especially in America, even in Nigeria, I don't think I know any male sex therapists, and I only started discovering them because of my school, and they're just a few,
Yeah, yes,
even sex
definitely.
educators as well. Any man that you see sex therapists, a lot of them,
Yeah,
maybe they did one YouTube video for
yeah.
this thing, and they're calling themselves sex therapists. Then you now go to now say, have you given your life to Jesus or something funny or strange? Come on. I dey fear for the field. The Just go on
Ooh,
Instagram. So if you say someone sex therapist in their bio, what are they selling? Kaya mata, or
yeah,
some of them are selling a ejaculation tea, kinikon, kinikon. I'm so scared of those. And it's not that I don't think herbal things work,
yeah.
because obviously the body and biology and hormones and
Mm-hmm,
whatever.
mm-hmm.
But many of these things are unregulated. They don't know the science behind it. There's no research. There's no testing. You don't know what they're packing.
Yeah.
Just go and boil anything that somebody added lemongrass and weed inside. Then they'll now grind. Maybe they want to go and grind Viagra. You now feel like, this thing is working. Meanwhile,
That's
do you
true. You
understand? That's
have
how
no
yeah,
idea.
they just mix anything for you and you just put it in your body.
No.
So how did you get over it? Did you feel guilty? So like the first time that you had
Yeah,
sex, for instance, did you
yeah.
feel
I
guilty?
mean, yeah,
Did you feel like, hey, I wonder if my mother or my father, their stomach is turning as I'm doing
oof,
this? And how did
yeah.
you get like over that?
I mean, there's no getting over it. You
Really?
saw, you saw the first thing I said already. There's always that. There's always that upbringing.
Yeah.
I mean, the
And I would say
guilt,
there's no getting over it.
the
That's why
guilt
there's therapy.
probably will thin out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Will thin out. And I feel we need it. I feel I need it. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? I feel people need some form of being answerable to somebody because
Really?
I just feel like just to to think that let me not go and just do anything or just like whether it's your parents, whether it's your partner, whether it's
Mm.
just I feel we need
Mm.
no I,
Let me understand what you're trying to say.
let me
Yeah.
get you
Mm-hmm.
maybe not maybe not everybody
Mm-hmm.
but majority of people just because for our lack of
What's control?
control, not sexual control,
Mm-hmm.
not sexual control, just control in general.
Mm.
There are
So
a
you're one of
lot,
those people that believes that there should be rules and there should be morals and
not
stuff.
more, not moral,
Not moral,
not
but
morals,
like
no,
some guiding principles in some way,
something that you don't go and just
like a
do
line.
anything. There
Mm-hmm.
should be a line for you,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Actually, I feel there should be lines for people. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? And you decide what. Sorry, 1 minute. Oof. And you decide what that line should be as you go forward, as you learn, as
Mm-hmm.
you unlearn some things. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? As far as you still have some, like I feel it's a very like in the world and everything we're learning and
Mm-hmm.
um with the illusion of freedom and us, you can do anything, you can be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's no stopping to these things. We just want to free our mind and want to try like anything just that possible. I just feel like we should definitely try some things, see if it's for us, that kind of thing. But I feel there's definitely needs to be some line just mentally. Do you understand? It needs yeah.
So me, I don't agree with that at all,
Why?
because I think that same way, you said maybe your parents, maybe you're this, maybe you're
Yeah.
that. As long as you have um your decisions when it comes to sex tied to the approval in some way of somebody, and it doesn't mean that you want to fully meet the expectation. Just like even if you say, okay, I
That's a
believe
line.
in, wait, no,
Yeah, that's a line.
that's why I said, as long as you have, okay, maybe my parents or
Yeah.
maybe Jesus, but
Hmm.
you know that, okay, I'll still try you, and
Yeah.
God, you still have that, you still have that I don't know if I'll call it validation, but there's a lack of autonomy that you have that makes you feel guilty easily. For instance,
Okay.
it's like the way you said, oh no, my mother
Yeah.
this. If I feel like I'm in total control of my body, I make my sexual decisions by myself. Is
Mm.
is is that bodily autonomy thing? Is my body, is my choice, is not how my mother feels about it, is not how society feels about it,
Yeah.
is not how this person feels about it. Then you have a smoother and easier relationship with sex. Then you have, it's just like you said, you don't think guilt will go. Me, I don't have any form of guilt when I have sex at all.
Yeah.
You get like me, I want to unlock to the level where they're just like, auntie, wait till you look for there. Do you understand? It's not okay. Do you get? Because the thing is, the line
Oh.
for you
Yeah.
is dependent on how you grew up. What people have told you is bad. My
Mm.
own line might be different from your own line.
Yeah, no, not
A
necessarily
person,
that. Not necessarily that, but go on.
a BDSM person's
Yeah,
line might be like someone who is deep into the, even within the, everything in this life exists on a spectrum.
yeah.
And I think that people need to be able to release the control
Okay.
of other people or approval of other people and be like, okay, this is, what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, I can understand internal lines based on, you know, for me, Sha, I know that I've tried this one and I don't want to try this one. But you should be able to control it by yourself. Not that, okay, if my mother hears or
No,
watches
no,
this
no.
or
Yeah,
do this,
this
but,
is the other one.
yeah.
It's the other one.
So
You be able
now,
to
yes,
control
so
stuff.
but even that control is
Yeah,
still relative.
yeah,
It's only control if you feel like you're towing the lines of, this is maybe potentially unsafe for me, or this is potentially, or maybe I'm not really consenting in this situation. So it is a breach of safety in some way,
yeah,
either safety of yourself or safety of the person.
yeah.
But for me, if I say, Omo, as I live here now, I want to sleep with three men. I want to try in now with three people. Do you understand? There's some people that be like, what is wrong with you? That's a this thing
No,
and
no,
that
yeah.
one. Do you get?
No, that's not what that's not what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about. That's what I'm saying. I definitely feel, and that's not the part I'm talking about.
Okay.
I don't think I feel guilt with regards to sex. No, I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel guilt. Um, I completely enjoy the whole process. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? I try whatever I want to try. Do
Mm-hmm.
you understand? But I think those personally going forward with consent, with what you're dabbling into,
Mm-hmm.
with you thinking about where it can lead to. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? Just have like a mental but also, and because people are different,
Yeah.
just as you are
Mm-hmm.
trying to do whatever it is. So people will be wild and do whatever it is, but they still
Mm-hmm.
have some form of control over themselves.
Mm-hmm. When people say, "Oh, it's good," the next thing, too much of everything is bad. You must find a way to. Don't
Yeah.
you think if you say people can do this, then they will do this and do that? And yes, there are some behaviors that can
Yeah.
be problematic, but a lot of times that those don't even manifest when people feel like they fully have control of themselves. A lot of times when they're using sex to numb for something, is because they are suffering in some type of way.
Yeah.
Some of them, it is reaction to trauma and their way of trying to get control of their body. There's so many reasons, but
Yeah.
I think just as a whole, when people just hear sex, just recoil or just like,
Yeah.
oh no, I'm a child of
Yeah.
God. Nah, nah, nah. Child of God,
Uh,
then you now enter your marriage and you don't,
no,
none
no,
people are now suffering. Yeah.
I just feel like, bruh, everybody should just chill. Even the cheating bit, everybody should chill. This cheating is not going
I
to stop.
advocate for open
It's not going
relationships.
to stop.
Open
It's not going to
relationships.
stop. Let us. I've looked at the science. I've looked at the biology. It's too rampant for there not to be a problem with what we are doing currently.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you
Thank you.
understand? So we should stop this ourselves. There's another way. If most likely people will not agree, but let's just look at it because it doesn't know, it's a
So
non-stop.
I always say, like, to
It's
be
a
honest, like,
non-stop.
I don't even believe in now. When people say relationship, people automatically assume monogamous, two partner relationship. But just like, bruh, it is relationships are really a function of agreement. I
Yeah,
can have any dimension
that's
of
about it.
relationship that works for all of us.
Yeah,
As long as I say these are the rules, these are not the rules.
yeah.
Maybe it's me and two guys and one guy, and one we see him alone, the other one is happy to be with her. Whatever you guys want to do,
Fact.
just give yourself permission. Not, oh no, what would this person say? What would that person say? It's like, but people are doing some of these things, okay. But then sometimes one person is open, shy, the other one is open. And you're like, I cannot tell my wife she's going to kill her. So you have your 59 girlfriends, you just keep it away from her. But many people are sloppy with it. And it was when I was younger, before I used to be very like, and I always say, like, my views change. I always tell people, give
Yeah.
yourself the gift of learning and changing your mind upon new information.
Mm-hmm.
Me too, there was a time I used to form, no, yeah, I have to be in love. I'm going to wait to my husband's house. You know.
Hello.
What's funny?
What husband?
What's funny? As in, that's even the funny. Horse waiting.
Horse what?
It's gonna be my husband.
Okay.
And there'll be flowers. We'll
Okay.
pop champagne that day. I mean, we
Cute.
had already been already been kissing and doing all that, and that one was like, even when you read books and stuff, so many American TV shows and everything,
Oh
everybody don't
dear.
first kiss scenes and stuff, and even that one said first kiss I still dragged you to, it has to be romantic. My boyfriend, I'm just a La La Land Disney
Yeah,
princess, like everything must be
definitely.
this and that. At some point when I read it, until they deceive yourself, what are you doing? I beg. By the time you have done every other thing, but you're just like, no, Penny is not coming with, so I'm still a virgin. I'm a virgin. I'm carrying my hymen, dirty hymen. I'm dead. But yeah, like,
Oh fuck.
and it's okay, okay, let me not say, oh, please, oh, if you decide that you don't want to have sex before you get married, it's actually up to you. You can respect your religion, but you find a balance, because a lot of these religions have harmful messaging, and sometimes it may not even be the religious text itself, it's just how it's being preached.
Yeah.
Many people don't read their book, just what pastor said and what my mother said. So if you don't want to have sex before you get married, it's really, really up to you. you know you can actually discover yourself sexually with one person, with your partner. Although you find, even before I said I was going to marry and I used to say that I can never marry a virgin, and I said, so two of us have been experienced. I know somebody has to be experienced. Like me, I've always just known that I wanted enjoyment. From I said it even when I was a kid. I used to say that I'll have four husbands. I'll marry, I'll divorce, I'll marry, I'll divorce. Because why would I only sleep with one person for the rest of my life? Like, and I was a kid, and I knew that I'm not meant to be restricted. Do you
Damn.
get?
Damn.
I've been knew that so much of this shit was a scam. People used to say, but what does it matter that do virgins even what was that thing that they used to say? Do virgins know what good sex is? And just like, even if you have never had anything before, it's just like if somebody comes to Nigeria and they've never eaten pounded yam and egusi. If they put it in your mouth, this one sweet or this one no sweet. You get, just because someone hasn't tasted, and it's
Yeah.
like, and it just shows how people narrow sex to just genital, just this and this. But it's like,
Yeah.
you've done other things, you've kissed, maybe
Yeah.
they've even fingered you, they've given you all this kind of stuff. You know what feels good. Your body will
Mm-hmm.
tell you this thing is nice. And
Mm-hmm.
you can get in a marriage or relationship and maybe the compatibility is not there, but you can actually also work on it. It depends on how committed you are.
Yeah.
Me, Sha, I'm not the commit to anything. If it's not sweet, you go away. But some people, they fall in love. There's so many other reasons. Sex is
Yeah.
not, I don't want to say it's not big enough to end the relationship. For me, it is. But for many people, it's not that deep. And then if you find somebody who, like, they're kind, you align, your values are the same, the guy is tall, the guy is beautiful, or he's short, maybe you're used to short guys, whatever. And you feel like, there's something there, you can always build on it, you can always work on it, you can always add tools, you can use, if it's penis extender you need, or if you want him
There's
to
penis
even,
extender.
yes, no.
You don't get to enjoy that, I guess.
Not really, because it's like
It's like a condom kind of.
no, if condom is really like helmet safe, more like, because
It's
I mean it's
terrible.
like
Condom is even better.
yeah, it's like silicone, but then it's like you can give you inches. Then for people who have dicks that are too big, there are these like sleeves. One company, no, they're not paying me for adverts. I will not sell them. I won't say their name, but basically it's like putting like a tube on it, so it reduces the like putting like a sleeve basically on it, like a spiral sleeve. So when you put it on your penis, it stops here. So if you are going inside the babe,
Oh.
it doesn't go all the way, and then
Oh.
there's padding and stuff.
Mm.
So there are always different ways to navigate what you have,
Mm.
and there are even those
Interesting.
pumps that will even swell it up for a bit. And apparently people are actually even doing those surgeries where they go and be adding more fat and more flesh
Hmm.
to actually increase their
Yeah.
penis and
Yeah.
stuff. So please advise your fellow men when it comes to like pleasure, exploring pleasure,
Yeah.
being sensual and stuff. What do you want to tell them? About sex and how to view sex in general, the process of it, and all the things in between.
Hmm. Okay. Um. Before tell you what you should be doing, I should tell you that you should get a woman that is interested in your pleasure also.
Mm,
Yes.
mm.
Yes. Get a woman that's interested and is committed to your pleasure, because this woman is selfish. I've met a lot of them and I
Really?
dumped. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
it's about to dump them.
I dumped them.
I
You
mean,
just
fair
see,
enough,
you
Sha.
know, it's
I
just the
mean,
truth.
yeah.
It's
To be
just
honest, I
because,
think so many things are changing, because a lot of times, we say, "Oh, men are sorry," but people are actually, the world is
yeah,
changing,
it was
and women
changing.
are badly behaved. As
But
I
why?
always be defending my base, but I
Yeah,
know we to
I
behave. We dey misbehave. We dey misbehave
I
anyhow.
do read a lot, and because I am someone that is just naturally um so attentive to women's pleasure,
Mm-hmm.
and basically I feel that's what most of sex is for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just what do you want, and
Mm-hmm.
just listening and basically giving them everything. But almost like anyone with you doing something for someone,
Mm-hmm. At some point,
at
what
some
about me?
point, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that question comes back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you peep the realization and see that yeah, there's nothing for you,
They're not down to do
that
anything that you
it
want.
will hurt you. It will hurt you real bad,
Mm.
So yeah, if you are someone that is really dedicated to women's pleasure, then always remember this and always peep it. You are worthy of pleasure, first of
Oh, I
all.
love
Yeah,
that. Fair
yeah,
enough,
fair,
Sha. That's
fair enough.
actually fair.
Yeah,
You
that's
are men.
you are worthy.
Men, let me say, I dey
Okay,
always antagonize you. You are worthy of
you
pleasure,
are worthy of
Sha.
pleasure
Oh.
and to enjoy and to end. I think it's always been. I'm going to come to women's side, but I think it's
Mm-hmm.
always been like a particular one-way streak for men
Oh,
and them
really?
just
I'm feeling bad for
piping this
y'all.
year
Really? Is that so?
and them just yeah finding their knot. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do everything. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
always up to us to do all that bit. But again, when it comes to women's pleasure, I think in many ways when it comes to me enjoying it,
Mm-hmm.
I have my own ways of enjoying myself. When I've figured out different ways
Mm-hmm.
that I enjoy myself, where I don't have to do anything.
Ooh.
I pay for those. I have my neural person.
Mm-hmm.
I have different way. I just enjoy my sessions.
Mm-hmm. You pay for what?
No massages and the
Okay,
rest of
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just I have my
Neuro massage. You be whispering ever. Neuro massages.
neural massages. There are
Yeah.
sessions where
Love it. Love that for you.
um where my babe is they are doing everything and I get to enjoy myself
Love
and
that.
I don't get to feel guilty
Mm-hmm.
because I've done my work
Yeah.
also. Do you understand?
Oh,
So
this is so
find
good.
time to enjoy yourself because a lot of time for me it's just work. There are different ways there are different ways to relax and enjoy yourself and you didn't know that this is possible. You had no idea. Go and check it. Go and check different ways out. Anyway, so
Yeah.
for women,
Mm-hmm.
I think men constantly needs to listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need to read
Body
their
language.
body. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand? See how they feel. I always stop like one with if I figure out my I can't really please this person or it's not really gelling.
Mm-hmm.
Or for some reason I really can't get there's someone I couldn't really get and I couldn't really pleasure into orgasms. Not that
Mm-hmm.
she didn't enjoy the sex, but just for the fact that she couldn't get orgasms and I couldn't crack it.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped.
I was like, practical. Wow. Why though?
Uh, because that's all sex a lot of times is for me.
Mm.
The pleasure of someone.
Yeah, but then
That
she's being. If the process is sweet, then it's not just about
I
getting the
know
orgasm,
I
though.
don't know. I
I
don't
feel
know.
like
I
men,
don't know. I
people
don't
just
know
always
if
feel like I've not completed my work
yeah,
if you've
no.
not
I don't
come.
know whether
So you
who
don't throw away.
how no. How do you even know that the process is? I don't know. Do you understand? There are some people where it does not come easy. So maybe sometimes you walk away and you finally crack it. I enjoy the whole process of
Mm-hmm.
giving you pleasure until like the end. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
That makes me happy. Then I
Mm-hmm.
can continue with the
Mm-hmm.
person. Do you understand? So with different people,
But orgasm is not. Me,
it's not
I'm
just
very
orgasm.
pro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
it's
not
not.
just orgasm.
Yeah.
If you some people do tell me anyway, it's just that one person, not going to
Mm-hmm.
lie. Not
Mm-hmm.
that one person also. So very people I've read. But it's not just orgasm. There are different dynamics with women.
Mm-hmm.
Some love power play,
Mm-hmm.
some love BDSM,
Mm-hmm.
some love some things that are not so as I said, it's not just orgasm. Some love some things that are not in my power or
Mm-hmm.
are not synced
Yeah.
with
So you
me.
guys, your sexual behavior
Yeah,
is just
the
contrasting and stuff.
contrast, they need more. Not
Mm-hmm.
that I can't get them to orgasm or do, but they do need more.
Yeah.
And they
They
talk to
won't
me.
carry you go where you don't know.
Yeah. I always tell the truth. There's no need. There's no need. What?
Fair.
Because of that? No, there's no need to carry it on your head and now want to start
Yeah.
trying for something that you are not. No, someone that is very domineering
Yeah.
and will slap the girl and do this song and be toxic and be this thing.
It's not. That's
Maybe
not
that's
you.
not you. And it will never be you.
So
Do
just
you
let it
understand?
go.
So just allow the person to go gently. You will find someone. I'm just telling someone out there. There are people that are naturally this, and
Yeah.
when they find them, they are very happy. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
find someone that is really compatible,
Yeah.
with you also as a
Mhm.
person, so that both of you are enjoying,
Yeah.
this process. Read, into them, ask them questions. That let them talk to you. Let them tell you always penetration that does it for me is clitoral stimulation that does it for me.
Yeah, don't be
Touch me,
carrying
don't
any.
be,
I
don't
always
be.
tell men, don't carry the one that you did for that one that works. Don't bring it to,
It's not. It's always
don't come
so
and be chicky
different.
chicky. Don't be doing this one. Like now, you have to
I
ask
have to ask.
because
You have to check. Even you don't might not even need to ask.
there are people that when you touch it, you see the
You will see this
goosebumps,
thing.
you see the body
Yeah,
reacting to
body
you. Yeah.
reaction. So I also, because of how I always use my experience to also mirror it back to them.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some things Base be doing I really don't like,
Mm-hmm.
and I really can't tell them at the moment,
So they will not feel bad
so they
or what?
don't feel bad. Um, so I always mirror that to them also, and maybe they don't want me to feel bad. Do you
Mm.
understand? And I just be gauging because I don't even want to even be in that position. So
Yeah.
either I'm trying to do something way more softly,
Mm-hmm.
or I just trying to
To be studying.
just, do
Yeah.
you understand?
Yeah.
Try and do different things
Mm-hmm.
and figure out. Maybe after the session, I ask, I talk, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
Feedback is
figure it out.
important.
Feedback is important. Because it's just so you you can just be there and I'm like, oh, what's in this person they do? And it's a terrible place.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the fact that I thought about it when someone was doing to me, and I
Mm-hmm.
didn't want somebody to
To
take
ever
care
think
of
that
it.
what is he
What is he
doing? What is it
doing?
this one they
What is this
do?
one doing? Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, so I think we should always try and replay those things, for each other.
yeah. That makes a
And
lot of sense.
yeah,
I think one thing I'm going to say is like I like the message that you gave guys,
yeah.
but a lot of men are just not open to many of these kind of things. There's so many men that have never even normal go to spa. They've never been to a spa
Yeah.
before. They've never had massages.
Yeah.
If I tell one man, oh yeah, open your let me even not even your bum, your gooch just under the testicles. No, I cannot be in that position. I cannot be this. I cannot be
Yeah.
that. Like they just feel like they should always be dominant in sex. Sex
Yeah.
should always. I think that one is ponders because I think
Yeah, that's
men
the
also thinking that they
they
should
should
always
always
be
be dominant
dominant
in
when you
sex.
know in your heart you're submissive. You want her to slap you, you want her to tell you to
You
kneel
can be
down.
both.
You can be a switch. I
You
always
can be
say some people
switch.
are switches,
Yeah.
but you don't have to perform. Do you get
You
it? You don't have
always
to
have
come and be doing things a certain way. Tiny your whole body parts. Let them kiss your
they,
hand. Let them press you. Do you understand?
long as I don't even think
Make out
men in
sessions as well.
general has have had long as time of foreplay, like that of fucking building up
Yeah, all the
all the
tension and
tension.
all of
They
that
have not had
firing
that.
kick
They have
starting on
not
your
had that. I
neurons.
mean,
Yeah.
you do that for women.
Hmm.
You do. Maybe you're an expert. You've not even experienced it yourself. You've never allowed yourself to experience it
Do you understand? Like
yourself.
sometimes don't lie down. Let her do the work. Let
And
her
if
do
she
the
does
work.
not want to do anything, then
Tell her to get out.
get out.
Get out. If you don't want to do the work and to be
Get
going
the
home.
fuck out.
Anyway, guys, please get out of my studio. Get out of here. Thank you guys for listening. This was really
Oh,
fun. Thank you so much for being here. And
you're
oh yeah,
welcome.
plug your socials by the way.
Oh, okay. Annie ANNY underscore Roberts on Instagram. Just stay
Just
at
go,
Instagram.
just stay
Just
on
stay.
Instagram. Because
Just stay
you're
on
not
Instagram.
person, you will see what I'm not supposed to see.
Just stay on Instagram. Thank you.
Follow me, Hausa Chocolate. Follow the podcast, Spit or Swallow Pod. Follow us on Twitter, SOS Pod Official. Follow us on TikTok, at Spit or Swallow Pod. See you guys same time next week. Bye.